Welcome to City Skylines and the City of Las Vegas, where we are looking at the new Industries DLC that was released in the end of October 2018 if you're watching this in the future. In the last part we expanded this way and I got a little bit distracted with some of the things that was going on in this area, and I started to build this area here, but I'm not that confident because you can see that this is cutting into the side of the hill. And I think probably trying to build a ore extraction site here might be a little bit of a waste of time. So I've hit on another idea because we've got some ore up here, just a little bit of an edge here, and I want to try something out as well. So what we're going to do is come up here and see if we can expand this area here. And the other reason also is here we've got glass, so I think maybe having a major ore extraction site up here could be useful. So what I want to do is extend this up, say about there, and what I'm going to do is put a roundabout in. I mean, where would life be about a roundabout? At 140, and I think it makes sense to have extraction site up here. I think this is going to be one of the hazards of building these bases is the level terrain. I mean, I know I can use tools to level the terrain, but let's see how it goes. I'm just going to connect this up. That. Just going to come here. So, gonna have to sneak off that there. Take off this. We might get a little bit of a better connection like that. That's it. And what I want to do is do a little bit of an experiment to see if I can build a zone area. So for example, I'm going to paint an industry area here. Paint a great big wide industry area here, like that. And I mean, it doesn't show, but you can see here that a lot of this is outside of the ore extraction area. What I want to see is whether if I do that, I can build all related buildings out here based on the fact that this is an industry zone. Then we can reserve this area here for the actual ore extraction. And two-way road. Can I put this back on? I want to put a two-way road out here. I must admit I'm not a big fan of two-way roads, but I think maybe this time we'll make an exception. I mean, this at the end of the day, if you don't experiment with the game and the various features, how do you expect to learn the game? That's probably one way to say it. And I think what I'm going to do is, I mean, when I first started, I would probably have put the building for the ore out here, but I think what we're going to do is just come here and here, and I think we're going to put the initial ore building over here. Yeah, it's right on the edge here, so put that there. That makes this into an ore extraction site. Got a small ore mine, so we can't place roadside. Estimated production 1,800. Now this does vary according to requirements, and I suppose I'm going to do this. And we're gonna, I think I'll do it by eye. Wow, that's pretty good. I'm just gonna connect that up like that. Power there, but you can strike the power off just like that. There. Now the problem's going to be is striking through this terrain here. I think we can just put an ordinary two-way road here. If I come across, say, about like that, can come up that kinked. You can see the way the terrain's picking up already. I'm expecting to say, what's it? It's the classic slope too steep, isn't it? I'm just going to, and I'm now one of the hazards doing things like this is that you don't pay attention to the rest of the city, so you do need to get back here. I mean, at the moment, no other demand growing, getting a little bit of a problem with abandoned buildings. Sneak those out so that the land value doesn't drop. I mean, we could have a quick look, see how this is growing up over here. This is my, yeah, you're nearly to level 5, but it looks like this is stagnated. Yeah, we got full 35 workers. How are we doing for production here? Plenty of resources. I mean, I suppose I could put another one of these camps in. Sorry for the distraction, guys, but we were get 35 guys in here. Push this road up a little bit. Oops. Ah, that's converted anyway, so it would just come out like that, just connect that through like that. It's like this area's got a bit of a police problem. Yeah, we don't have a police station here, so maybe we get better to get a little bit of law and order in here. Anyway, let's just get back to over here. And forestry. That's 1,800. That's 4,000. So let me build off of here. I think what we're going to do is put a couple of production sites in like that, and get it all grinding. Okay. Just going to pause so that I can have a quick look through here. And the all grinding mill. Not that big, so I think if we can strike off, yeah, like that, and if we put an all grinding mill there, and wow, that's a lot bigger, so maybe if we put that there, that connects that through, so I don't have to put power lines in. That's all covered. And I think we're going to go with that at the moment, and I'm just going to let that pick up. This area here I'm just going to let trundle through. I mean, we've got loads of ore there, but here. So the ore grinding turns it into metals. We have a bit of a problem with the getting workers up here, so maybe we can add an extension to the metro line. Put that in like that, and we can just extend that across like that, and we can pull this up to here. It means we're going to have to and that should attract some workers from this area here. We've got a little bit of a here, so we've still got problems here. But what I can do, again, I'm just going to pause, and we're just going to, I think we can zone in the rest of this area here, and get to this down to here. Gonna fill the area in like that. And I think we can afford the hit here, guys. So they're in. Everyone's going to move out again, but that's going to be fine. And this area's go up here and just have a quick check. So it's the next level. Do it in here. Freight trucks at 9 out of 12 workers. I think we could probably do anything else we can here. I'm not sure what we're going to do with the fence. There's not much else we can do here, is there? Don't want another main building. Could. Wow. Okay, now I've conned it into doing this. So you don't actually. You can build these almost anywhere. But it's already occupied. Okay. I think that might be a bit of a glitch because I would have expected this to be a condition that you're actually over the ore, but maybe that isn't true. Maybe we can experiment with that at another time, and maybe we get another construction costs. Okay. So that in there. See where it's now entering into the terrain. And we're gonna cut across like that. And across like that. I mean, I don't want to grow this too big, and got a little bit of demand for commercial, and I think it's now time to start opening up this area here. And again, I think we're going to go here. We're going to go a bit freestyle, and it's going to come around here. That it's got a bit close to the local processing plant, and this could come here. Got an idea of putting some kind of park here, and can just come across like this, and maybe no. I think that what we're going to do is connect these through. That. Like that. Like that. Like that. I'm just gonna there. And I think we're gonna zone this area up straight away. I think we're going to have a combination of residential and commercial here. Shave that back a little. Like that. And I think we'll just make that into residential specialization. And I think we're cut it like that. And cut across like that. I think if we put the main junctions off like this, we can avoid the traffic lights. And that can come like that. And maybe that can cut in like that. Of course, we're going to bring the water in. Applies there, so we can just. Okay, we're just going to have to be a little bit more freestyle over here, like that. Just going to keep coming down like this. power lines there, so if I just cut in like that and cut round to about there. It's covered by water and high density, low density. Well, we're not talking about building a mega city here, so maybe we'll start to put in some low density here. This. And the advantage of that is that will bring that area in there. And I think I am going to lay out a park. So just come here and I'll put a park in here like this. And I think we're going to need a little bit of a let's drop that in like that, that in like that. And oh, come on guys, right next to some power lines. And I think we're getting a little bit of education in as well. Maybe we'll put the education about there. Go old school education as well. And we can just road through like that. We can take another road off like that, and I think we can create a little bit of a commercial area here. That's high density, low density. I think we get a little bit of a mixed area across like that. Create a little bit of a hodgepodge like that there. Take that off there. So here, so we just have to extend the water that way like that. Okay. I mean, I'll probably fill in these gaps eventually. Okay. Got a local clinic there. That will connect that up, and put that should, yeah, that will bridge across to there. That should get this area growing up quite nicely. And what we're going to put here, and I think I could quite handle some kind of amusement park here actually. Okay. Just come in here. Oh, that doesn't quite reach. Okay. Smidge that across like that. Actually, I think what we'll do is take that out. That was a mistake. Get a bit of a button there. And I think what we will do is just bring a road in like that. And we will put the park. Oh, great. It's not flat. Okay, yeah, that's better. And we've now created a amusement park here, and I think probably take off that end piece there. We've got water again. I'm just going to put supply over like that, and we got no power. Making this a little bit messy, but I think we can patch it up eventually. That's that there. I think we can just shunt in. take off that so I can think a little bit. I think we'll keep this fairly square because we got some fairly big things to put in here, and maybe we'll put that in there. Else. Create a little bit of an amusement area here, like this. Got a souvenir shop. Let's drop that in there. Yeah. Oops. Do that. That. Wow. It's pretty big. I think that's enough to get us started. And can just come out like that. And I think to get people interested in this, we'll put a big footpath across like that. That'll bring people across from this residence area here. Right. I think we're going to keep this fairly low density, and we'll just start filling in the area here like that. One of the problems with regular roads is the fact that everything is a little bit patchy, but we can live with it. And eventually that will fill in. These people don't want anything at the moment, and that should start to absorb. We get this little community out here. Eventually they may drive that area there, and of course eventually they will drive the oil reserves over here. How are we doing? We're nearly to the next milestone. Capital city, get eco water treatment and a harbour. Going to be quite interested in opening that harbour up. What we doing? How are we doing up here? Enough workers. We just don't have enough production at the moment. That is full. So I think maybe up here. Storage, isn't it? Grinding mill. Can we get some storage in here? Slope too steep. How did I know that was going to happen? I think we can get storage over here. That's on the grid, yep. And operating normally. Really need a warehouse here, don't we, for the metals? Warehouse yard, small warehouse. I think this is going to be quite a big production area, so drop that in there and put in here. Metals, there we are. So I think what's happening is that this is getting a little bit backed up, and then that's causing this. It's got nothing else to go, so we need to balance the production a little bit more here. You know, I could get another ore processing plant in here, I suppose. Yeah, the grinding mill here. Really start to push this area quite hard. If necessary, I'll have to flatten this area a little bit if push comes to shove. Average traffic flow 91%. Wow. And we're doing okay at the moment, guys. A bit of a trash problem over here. Oh, that's true. We're going to need to work on a trash area here. So I think cycling plants, space already occupied, place building. That's because it's a highway. I could come out here. That might be a good way forward. So if we come here, nice and straight. And we've now reached a capital city. We've got eco water treatment. We can unlock another tile. We've got harbour. That's pretty cool. And we're just gonna take that out there. And I think if you could do that there, and what we'll do is just dump these out here. Of course, water. Okay, we're just going to concede. That's going to fit in the area here quite nicely. And then that should service this entire area. How's all the residents over here? Educate more people, isn't that a surprise? Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, this is getting a bit low, so maybe we're... Oh, that's a bit big. Wrong school. Okay. Okay, we'll put one of those in there like that. I really feel the need to connect this up to the transport system. In fact, I feel the need now to put a transport system through here so that we can connect this area up a little bit. I don't really want to affect that area there, so put one. Right, we got that loop there, so I put one there, be over there, then come in this area like that. I think one metro station should service this area quite good. This is where the fun starts. It tells me I can't go underwater, but I've got away with it. I think you can run up like that, and we were go a little here like that, and start here, 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 there, right to here. And that will cover this area here. There'll be a bit of a noise factor here, so I think what we will do is zone this area out. Sorry guys, I know you've only just moved in, but put some offices here, get you there, little office there. That will deal with the noise element here. Yeah, I think maybe we'll just drop and put a road across like that. Power's connected now, so we don't need power lines anyway. I think we could probably got a little bit of demand for commercial, so, and I think we're going to stay straight here for the moment. Going to connect through like that, and I think we'll get some denser commercial here like that. I'm just going to fit this area in like this. And congratulations, Pine Ore excavation site. So this is, which one's this one? It's probably not this one. That's Poplar Ore. It's Pine Ore up here. So what we need to do is get this working. What can we build up here? I really want is glass production, but it probably won't give me Yes, glass manufacturing plant. So, get that going. We're going to switch this on. And I think let's run. Didn't forgotten the game was running slow because got that upgrade. I think you can come out this way like that. You can come down like that. That gives that connection there. Just sneak into here. Oops. Gonna drop that area there. Okay, go back that way and then reverse it. So we've now got a glass production area here. And that means we're going to need some form of warehousing here. Store the glass. What we got here? All storage. So, okay. Capacity 400,000, 300,000. So that a lot of that is used for storing the raw materials. The storage building could be placed outside the industry area. Got a glass manufacturing plant. We don't need anything more than that. Small mine underground. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have a look at this, guys. Oh, that's cool. In fact, oh, that's the wrong way round, isn't it? Sorry. I think that would look better that way. That makes sense because it's going into the side of the hill. all my workers have just run over across there. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think that actually makes sense because we're now excavating into the side of the hill. That's the type of construct they would make. They would cut a recess like that and do it. That's pretty cool. I like that. And yeah, all workers barracks. I can't build that there. It's a slope too steep. Maybe we'll put some barracks down the back here. Keep everybody working harder and faster. And I think I could do with a small warehouse here, because that would need to fit that in there. And I think I put in this warehouse, that's metals, so we put in glass there. The output from here can go to there. Then you don't have enough power, not enough electricity. Okay, so it's more to do with this area here. I think what we could probably do is if I pop that in there, that will link across like that and connect that up. And oops, right, so we've now got this area running. We might get some lemonade produced. I mean, I got no idea what my budget is. I've been completely ignoring it. It says we're making 821. We're losing from ore. We're losing from farming. Don't know how well my farming community is going. And 667. We've got loads of production. Probably need a few more workers here to shove this forward a little bit. Maybe we can put in another workers barracks, just shove that in there, and then that might level up this up a little bit. Got more demand for residential, so we might as well just keep zoning this area up. Maybe we need to go a little bit more high, maybe go high density on this side like this. However, high density part of the settlement and a low density part come in this, and we'll just yeah, the zoning's good. I think what we can do is add maybe a bit of recycling. Certainly going to encourage biking. I think I'm going to put in an old town ruling here in preparation for when the oil industry opens up. Maybe put some electric cars in as well. Make this area into a little bit of an eco zone. What we'll do is add, get rid of that, that's annoying me. And maybe we'll just come back to like that. I'm probably going to need to put some footpaths in here as well. And I think we're zoned through this whole area here. Probably way too much commercial for this area. Don't really want that on that road there. It's just going to fit in here. Maybe we'll just have a little bit. Oops. Don't really want commercial up against there. What we can do probably is put some offices down here to deal with the sound issues. Right, let's just have a quick look at this park. Got plenty of entertainment. What we're not getting is actual visitors. That's the problem. And I think just to wind this part up, I'm gonna get a cargo harbour. Okay. Gonna build this out here. We might as well build on the beach here. I think let's drop that there. I mean, it's only a basic area here. I think to connect that in, going to send this out, say about here, like that. And then what we're going to do is just put another roundabout in here. We Brits love our roundabouts. So I think I've actually watched videos of people's first impression of driving in the UK, and one of the first comments that always comes up is the sheer number of roundabouts we have in this country. And I must admit, it's very, very true. Roundabouts and traffic lights. So, and I think we can just sneak that in, that, like that. And I think what I want to do is come off here, go in this direction, one-way road, and we're just going to connect to there like that, and curve out like that, and just come back here like that, come back like that. I'm just going to reverse that, and count like that, and wow, after one vast amount of, why's that road there? Oh, it's the wrong way round. Going to connect that up like that. Of course, we're going to need power cables. Probably nearest place for a power connection is here. Just run that to there. That will give us a port for import here. I mean, I would love to bring passengers into the city as well, but that may be for another time. And I mean, eventually we will probably get the next level up, which is I currently not unlock the cargo hub. Here, the ferry bus exchange route. How's our postal service going? I mean, will this area benefit from a postal service? I mean, it is. I mean, even commerce actually requires it. Maybe we'll put one over here, and wow, they're certainly going to want a postal service here, aren't they? that in as well. I think I'm going to need to start thinking about boosting the overall area a little bit. Get that running. And right, I'm just aware of the time that I've gone on a bit longer than I should. Well, I think this is building up quite. This looks a bit static, so maybe we need to put in a little bit more production. How we got here? We've got trash again over here. Right, and maybe we can just drop in a cycling plant over here. Just drop one. We put one in about there. Actually, no, so we can drop one on the corner here. I mean, this is an industrial area, so that can keep everybody happy. And have a quick look at forestry. What I was going to do, wasn't it? Is to have a look at. That's my helicopter depot. We've got plenty of plain timber. All this is full up, so maybe we need production. Is there anything else I can do production-wise here? Engineering wood plants, biomass. Right, how we offer paper. We're a bit low on paper, so maybe we just need to, you know, biomass. Okay, that's out of range there, isn't it? That isn't, so we can have a paper plant in there. That needs 70 workers. And it's the to get this up, that should, once this builds up and that increases production, that should take this past that level there, and that should level up that area there. All production, this looks fairly static, but there's no point worrying about that until this is up to 1500. We could put another barracks in here, I suppose. All production, all industry main building. Maybe we're sneaking another barracks over here. Yeah, that's not going to be perfect. So that area's looking good. And got here 508. Again, this looks pretty static. It looks like we're not producing that much in the way of flour, so maybe we need another flour mill over here in the farming area. Yeah, milking parlour, cattle shed, flour mill. Let's get another flour mill in here. How's our silos going? And we've got plenty of crops, so it shouldn't be a problem. Just, yeah, this place is filled up already. Yeah, we've got a flour shortage, which is actually slowing stuff. Congratulations, we have now increased to a area here, and we've got achievement full capacity. So this has now reached level 5. We've got a modular house factory, large tree plantation, and a pulp mill. Right, so let's have a quick look at what we can build in this area here. And just, I think maybe we need to push this industrial area out a little bit more in case we need the space. Got a bit of space down here as well. And forestry. Nope. Get into here. Pulp mill, that just produces more paper by the look of it. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've got a shortage of paper. Plain timber, I don't know, we're a little bit short of paper, so we were push this out a little bit. That. This all feels a little bit arbitrary, to be honest. I think we're going to need to think a little bit more about that in there. I mean, we're now level 5 here, so we don't need to go any further. but it'd be really cool to look at some of the things here. And what we got here, got industrial steel plant that needs metals, and got here, wow, soft paper factory and modular house factory. These are quite advanced here, but I think the steel plant could be useful. Oh, that's big. My inclination would be to create an industrial area here to feed into this area here. Put this here like that. In fact, we could probably bring the road down like that and connect that in like that. These are really, really big. Soft paper factory. Back to the steel plant. There it is. Wow, that is massive. Do I want that? I suppose we could put it side by side. And what does it need? So this just needs metals to make the steel products. You've got glass, and you've got metals. You've got plenty of storage there. For some reason the game has paused a little bit. Why? Okay, we've got water issues, and it's going to come out here for 40 and connect up like that. Of inclined to build a road down like that, and this area here, and not connecting up. Okay, we got a water shortage, and I'm going to promise completely, guys, this is the last thing I'm going to do in this video. I've got a little bit carried away. I'm just going to drop in some supplies here, but we better check the power as well. Just going to connect that into there. And I think we can go eco with our sanitation over here. Oops, nope, do that. Okay. Budgets. Oops. We can go up to 110%. That should fix the water problem. Why is that not? Oops, because I've got the game paused. Yeah, we've gone off the top of the chart now. Probably could bring that back down to about there. And as the final thing in this process, right, we're running a bit low on power. Got here geothermal. That's 240. That's 160. I really like this geothermal because if you were playing with the day and night cycle, this would have a weakness. That's 90,000. That's 80,000. I think we could get a... Let's just make this into our power area here. So we're just going to get that up and running. Should be on the grid, that's good. And that should... That will take our power generation off the chart. And why is this still saying it's got a water shortage? Oh, because it's not covered completely. Oh, duh. My failure there, guys. So, yeah, that's better. And this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. As I say, in the next part, we will continue growing the city up. I'm going to be completely honest, I'm not sure how far I want to take this city. My inclination is that this is a getting used to the DLC type city. Maybe I will then come back and find another map that we can really explore and grow the area, but we're certainly going to explore the oil section. Yeah, we could come in here. Yeah, let's buy it, because that's where we're certainly going to be going. The oil. So in the next part we can come down here and open up an oil field down here, but that's all going to be for the next video. So until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.